The healing power of forgiveness in the family. Colossians 3:13. Bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other, as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. In Colossians 3:13, the Apostle Paul urges us to forgive one another, just as the Lord has forgiven us. This reminder is especially important within our families, where conflicts often arise despite our best attempts at persevering peace and unity at home. When we are offended by a family member, let us intentionally pause for a while, process our pain, and never retaliate. When a loved one hurts us, wittingly or unwittingly, let us choose to believe that it is for a far greater reason. Let us trust the wisdom of Proverbs 26, verse 7. Faithful are the wounds of a friend who corrects out of love and concern. We forgive and find healing for our souls because God has forgiven us and redeemed us from destruction. Author Randy Alcorn puts it this way: our debt to God is infinitely beyond our capacity to pay. Our debt to God is infinitely greater than any person's debt to us. When we truly experience God's forgiveness for our sins, it will transform us into forgiving people. Forgiveness is a reflection of God's own nature, a manifestation of His grace and mercy. By choosing to forgive, we imitate Christ's sacrifice and allow healing and restoration to take place in our relationships, preventing resentment and division. I love how Pastor Jerry Bridges worded it. The person who is living by grace sees the vast contrast between his own sins against God and the offenses of others against him. He forgives others because he himself has been so graciously forgiven. He realizes that by receiving God's forgiveness through Christ, he has forfeited the right to be offended when others hurt him. Here's a hard truth we must consider. Even in the most loving environment, offenses are inevitable, and wounds are not uncommon. Let us therefore exercise temperance and grace and love. Let us learn to overlook an offense. In doing so, let us find healing for our souls.